Hi guys, so I thought I'd just film another video sort of like about my laser eye surgery journey, because I do have a slight update, but I also had a few questions, so I thought I'd just answer them here. And I think there was a few sort of like aftercare bits that I didn't quite touch on enough, so I thought I'd talk about those as well. So one question that I did actually have a couple people ask me is about like how stable your prescription does actually need to be before you can get the surgery. So one of the things that they always have on their checklist is that you have to be like pretty stable. And mine wasn't necessarily super stable, but I think every single company has different like ranges that they'll allow it to go from. But my surgeon asked me for the last 3 years of my prescription. So for the last 3 years, it's not been too bad. It's sort of fluctuated between a certain range. So he was fine with me doing it. But I know if there's big changes, sort of like in the last 3 years, if that's what you had, then it probably isn't going to be a possibility until you have more of a stable prescription. On the side of sort of with payment as well, as I said in my previous video about this, mine was, I think it was £3,000, and this includes the operation, all your aftercare appointments, like initial assessment, everything like that. So you can go back as many times as you need to. It includes all the medication they give you. So they give you eye drops, they give you sort of like eye cream stuff afterwards as well. And one thing that I forgot to say in the last one actually is that you do have to wear guards on your eyes when you sleep for 2 weeks after. I don't have mine with me because they're at home, but they're basically like a piece of plastic that goes over your eye, and it's got holes in it, and you have to tape it over your eye. And this was actually so uncomfortable for me to wear for two weeks. It was a really long time, but once you have them off, it's fine. You don't need to wear them again. But it's basically just to stop you like poking your eye, scratching your eye, anything like that, because obviously that could damage all the work they've done and stuff. So obviously for your surgery you can't wear any makeup, and for 2 weeks afterwards you can't wear any makeup at all. This is what my surgeon set for me. No foundation, nothing. You have to be really careful with everything you put on your face. So even like washing my face, I was being super careful. I was trying to just like use micellar water, so I didn't have to like splash water on my face because I didn't want to get any soap in my eyes. And then sort of like after a week I did start washing my face properly and stuff. But yeah, no makeup at all for 2 weeks. And then after 2 weeks I went back for another checkup, and he said that I could wear like makeup and moisturizer and stuff on my face, but just no like mascara or lashes or eyeshadow or anything like that that's close to the eye. And for me that wasn't too much of an issue. My skin cleared amazingly. So yeah, I don't think it's a massive issue to not have to wear makeup, as long as you're not doing it before like an event. So I did mine 3 weeks before my mum's wedding, and I got individual lashes the week of my mum's wedding, and they said that was fine, like because I literally got it done like bang on the 3 weeks afterwards, so when I could start wearing makeup. And he said that it was like okay for me to do that, and I had no issues with that. And even with my eye drops and stuff, they lasted for ages as well, so that was fine. So also another question that I got was, can you see anything when it's actually happening? And I think I did slightly touch on this, but basically you can sort of see things. So obviously when they start you can, they don't give you anything that makes you can't see, but basically when they put like their little thing on your eye to hold your eye still, it just like goes black and you can't see anything, but then you can see the laser, so you can just see like this red dot, and then it sort of goes all like red dot in a bigger circle, like loads of little red dots in between, so you can see that. It's not scary or anything though, but like, it's not very nice. But there's like, I had my ophthalmologist and 2 other opticians in the room, and they were all really nice. Like while it was going on, the actual laser, they knew how many seconds it was going to be, because they do the seconds based on your prescription, and I can't remember how many it was now, but it was different for both eyes. But they did a little countdown, so they were like, right, 30 seconds left to go, and like 20 seconds left to go, and then they were like 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. So that was really nice that it made me feel more comfortable that it was going to be over soon. Whereas if I had no idea, I'd probably be like, oh, I don't like it, sort of thing. But yes, so honestly it's not that bad. So to fully heal from the surgery, it takes, they say, about 9 months for your eyes to fully heal, but I think it can take slightly longer for the full results to kick in. So I could see properly the next day, but I did have a few issues with like not being 20/20, which is obviously what they aim to give you, but my prescription now is so slightly off that if this was someone who'd never had issues with their eyes and just gone into the opticians, they wouldn't give them a prescription for that. So it's so minor. But also included in the price, you can have the surgery done again if they need to correct something, or if you've not got the desired results. You can have the surgery again. I think you get, I don't know how many, I don't know if it's a lifetime warranty on my one, but I'm sure it'll be different with every company anyway. But basically I can have the surgery done as long as I go and get eye tests every 2 years. So I've been for one now, so that's like on my record. And basically if you go back, you just need to prove that you've been going to the opticians every 2 years, and that you've been keeping up like your eye health and you've been getting checks and everything like that. And then if you do need something else, you can go back and talk to them free of charge, obviously, because you've already paid for it all. Yeah, and it's super easy, and they're all really nice as well. I did have a comment asking about how old you have to be, because obviously I don't really know if I was like quite young, but most of the people that were in the surgery when I was there, they all didn't look, they looked a little bit older, so I thought I was quite young to have it. But I think I would rather get it done now, because then I get more benefits as I get older. Like, I've got better eyes for a longer time. But I think the legal age to have it done, if it's something that isn't an emergency, for me, I didn't have to have it, I could just wear glasses. It's then you have to be 18 with the company that I went to. Anyway, I think it is 18 across the board as well. There are 2 different types of laser eye surgery. I had the LASIK, which is the newer one, which is 48, or is it 24-hour recovery time? It's like really short recovery time, basically, like within a day, and you can see the next day, and it's all done with lasers. There's no scalpel, nothing like that. So I had that just because my doctor recommended it for me. And there's also LASIK, so EK instead of IK. And I believe, don't hold me to this, but this is where they cut your eye with a scalpel instead of doing it with the laser. And I think it's slightly longer recovery time as well. But I didn't look into that very much because I knew I wasn't going to have that, because my ophthalmologist recommended the LASIK as well because of my age. So I went with that. So that's the only one that I know a lot about, but I'm really glad I went with that one. As for a little update on how my eyes are now, so the surgery was in August 2019 and it is now December 2020. So it's been a while. I am still going to aftercare appointments because my eyes have been horrifically dry. The last one I went to, I got prescribed more eye drops, antibiotic eye cream, and I'm going back again in late January. I'm taking omega-3 supplements, I am massaging my eyes, I'm putting hot compresses on them. I'm trying to do absolutely everything, but this is a side effect that can come. Hopefully, he said we're gonna get it sorted, so hopefully I will get it sorted, because I really would like to actually not have dry eyes, because sometimes it can be fine and I can just blink it off, but sometimes it is so painful, and that is the only thing that I've not quite so liked about this, because it just hurts so much. Like, it really hurts. So yeah, it is what it is, you know. It will get sorted in the end, hopefully, but that is an update for now. I'm still going to aftercare appointments and still using eye drops all the time. Thank you so much for watching today's video. This will probably be sort of the end of the laser eye journey now, because there's not really much more to say about it. It's pretty self-explanatory when you look on Google as well, but that was my sort of journey with it all. Yeah, thank you so much for watching today's video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.